showing off his guns, like he has any.
Well, I guess that's one of his benefits. He doesn't actually need muscle mass to be strong.
Right? Because he's packing 22s, but he fires like a howitzer.
Actually, technically that's my guy's thing. I'm pointing the wrong direction. Here we go. When I do like this or something, I'm pointing. Hey everybody, welcome to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta. This is Arcloid, pointing the wrong direction. There we go. Sorry, anyone who's ever seen my background knows I flipped the camera, so used to one thing, not the other. Arcloid, here used to be on a number of the old tabletop things that we used to do. So you may
Yes,
not
sir.
remember him. It's been over 2.5 years since he's been on the channel. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Arcloid?
Hello, I'm Mark Lloyd. I play games and I watch animated cartoons. I'm here to do that with my friend Theta here and Practice. I've known him by many names.
I guess
And
that's an old explanation there, is that I didn't want to go by Ractus when the channel was called Ractus, even though Ractus was the name I went by when I made the channel. So I felt like I wanted to mix in with a group of people, so I just named myself something else. But yeah, no, just a point of clarification for any, I guess, if you're a new viewer, go ahead and skip to the next timestamp here on the video in the description. Otherwise, if you're a returning viewer, listen to my explanation if you want, otherwise join the new viewers. You might remember that during the time where me and Griff were recording videos, we always said we would never do One Piece because I don't even remember why. Maybe because there's too many episodes. But well, Griff is gone. I need co-hosts, and I figured why not give my good buddy here Arkloid a try, pointing in the right direction again. There we go. And and Arkloid had mentioned that he'd seen a little bit of One Piece. Actually, how much One Piece have you seen, Arkloid?
somewhere between 5 to 10 episodes,
Okay. I at some point have seen up to 1,000, but it's 1,000 episodes. I'm not gonna remember everything that happened.
especially near the beginning.
Yeah. So I figured, hey, let's give it a shot. If this works out, great. If me and Arclight work out, hey, maybe you might see us in more stuff. If I can get this past copyright in an acceptable way, hey, maybe you'll see more One Piece. But hey, can't be hurt anything by trying. So here we are to give One Piece a shot from episode 1. I don't actually, Arc. I'm about to call you Griff. Sorry, so I just force a habit. I don't believe I've told you this already, but we're watching this in subtitle. I'm not sure how you're used to watching it.
I have a problem where like I will hear a word and then forget what the word was right away. So if I can read what's being said on screen, that's great for me. Is
Yeah,
this dubbed or sub or only subbed?
it's only subbed.
That's fine by me.
Okay.
In fact, that's the way I prefer watching anime, although I do like having the English audio, but I can do without it.
Well, we've done that before on like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, only because we've watched everything else in subtitle, so that we were able to then have subtitles on screen. Because the way I do this is I've told you before, when we're talking to aid in the whole copyright thing, that's when we reduce the size of the screen to just where the words are, so people can still tell verbally what's happening on screen, even though they can't see it. And if you, the audience, have never heard that before, that's the reason why that's happening. It's a good copyright substitution because we're not a legal substitute for the market of One Piece. If you want to watch real One Piece, please watch real One Piece. If you want to enjoy it with us, watch it with us. But otherwise, I guess you're 5 to 10 episodes in. You said you found Usopp apparently, because I asked you, hey, who's the character best represents you, or you like the most, and you said Usopp because of his schutzpah. And of course, I like Zoro. Zoro is the best character in One Piece. I'm not actually a big fan of this guy. It's in the between us here, but that is what it is. Do you have anything else to say about either One Piece or this or anything else?
Well, I enjoy the whole like pirate culture, so I'm thinking that I'm going to like getting deeper into One Piece than I had before, and being able to actually talk about the episodes while they're happening, rather than just sitting and watching them with a another quiet friend might just be the thing I need to have this wholesome experience with you.
All right then. Well then, without anything else, then I say we just go ahead and get into it. But before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra. I will admit that I do prefer the English opening of the show. This sounds
The only
better
English
in
opening
English.
I'm thinking of is the Naruto one where they say "believe it" all the time.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, well, that's the episode. I just mean hearing the whole thing about Gold Roger. I think the
oh
English
yeah,
narrator has a better voice for the opening.
like more thematic to it, or just a better voice in general.
I don't know, actually. It just feels better. Maybe because I heard it first. And I
I'll
do
have to.
like the One Piece rap from the Ford Kids dub.
That's the other one I was thinking of right there was the One Piece rap that I've heard on YouTube.
It's from the worst version of the show, but I think it is a fun.
That's the one where everybody's shooting water guns at each other.
I don't think so. I think they're doing the same stuff, like,
Well,
getting into a
they
fight.
edited all the guns into water guns.
No, like they do this stuff. It's like this, but it's like I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. They just do like a whole character introduction thing. Like they get a line or two for every character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the version of One Piece on this super kid-friendly channel where they turned all the like rifles and pistols from the law
I
enforcement
mean, it
into
might
water
be,
guns.
but I mean, I don't know. We might be talking about the same thing and just coming at it different ways.
Probably.
The Four Kids dub was the original way that One Piece was brought to America, and then they reintroduced it with stuff like this. Should be the real one. It's also kind of funny that we're watching it now, and there's somebody else out there is working on a remake of One Piece.
The live action.
No, there's a new animated one.
Oh,
They're
jeez.
calling it The One Piece.
That is interesting. Keep me informed of this, will you?
Well, me and Griff actually reacted to the trailer for it, which was literally just like one one panel of it.
Is that on YouTube? Cause I don't have
Yeah.
your Patreon yet.
Oh yeah,
I'll have
no,
to
it
go
only
take a
went
look.
on YouTube. But I mean, there's actually just the actual trailer you could watch. So remember, I've seen this episode before. I don't remember what all happens in it, obviously, but I remember the whole barrel thing in Kobe. But I also remember seeing the special edition episode called Romance Dawn, which is the alternative way that One Piece was imagined to be able to go, where the characters are all different.
It's like the first draft or a reimagining of the concept of One Piece.
Sort of both. It's like the first draft of how they wanted to do One Piece at first, and then they changed their mind on how One Piece should go.
That's pretty cool.
That's a man's mustache.
It's a Tom Selleck special right there.
I mean, I'm not biased.
I remember this girl. I'm not gonna say anything about it because other people might not.
We are probably the last people on Earth to start doing a One Piece reaction.
Well, that doesn't mean I can spoiler it.
I know, well, I mean, I said Kobe before Kobe ever showed up, so.
That is true.
But I mean, by the same token, as I said, I watched up to like 1,000 something. I guess for... Yeah, I don't even want to say that. I've got a lot more stuff to not be able to spoil. Because one, can't spoil the audience. Two, can't spoil you.
Yeah, I am a big hindrance to your ability to speak out about a lot of this stuff. Because I am so new to this.
Well, I mean... Wouldn't want to just start talking about shit 1,000 episodes from now. Apropos of nothing. Not that I really remember anything, either.
Those hooks just catch so perfectly. But that is something I like about this show. Everybody looks normal until you get to, like, the special bosses. And then they're always this really extreme body shape and they kind of caricaturish, but they still fit the art style.
You say with 10 episodes of experience.
Well, I've also seen, like, some of the videos you posted of the AMVs of people putting their favorite songs to One Piece. So I've seen a lot of the character designs that way.
I don't remember ever doing that with a One Piece video.
There was a song about Harmon, that you dedicated to Harmon, and there was a lot of One Piece in the animation for it. If I remembered the song, I could look it up for you later, but...
No, it's fine. I did have a... It's my playlist. I mean, should be there somewhere. I mean, her disguise was not the most involved disguise, it was just a poncho.
Ooh! Right in the balloons.
Yeah, Nami knows how to hurt a man.
It's either that or take away his lunch money.
It's kind of funny though, the first few episodes of One Piece, I say, are almost as different from the main swath of One Piece as the last, some number of episodes.
It'll keep us interested then. It's not gonna be all the same thing. And Luffy just then wakes up.
I always thought it was weird how long that guy cranks up to punch the barrel.
Yeah.
But the conceit, you know, that even if he had just punched it immediately, he wouldn't have done anything to Luffy anyway.
Luffy basically doesn't have any bones, so you like can't break his arms or anything. He's just rubbery.
Well, yeah, I mean, he has bones. He just like what happens when you soak a bone in vinegar for a long time.
Okay, so they're just flexible.
Well, I mean, he's just a normal guy. He just has powers.
いきなり何すんだよ。
なんだお前
I'm pretty sure a thing that happened, which we haven't
モン
been
キー D ルフィ、よろしく。
introduced to yet. Sorry, I paused so he could say his thing. I'm pretty sure a thing he did that happened that hasn't been introduced yet didn't remove all of his bones.
早く逃げて仲間を連れて帰ってきたら殺されちゃいますよ。
それにしても腹減ったな。
Luffy in his
大
tummy.
きなこと言ってるんです。甲板の上にはまだたくさんの仲間がいるんですよ。こっち。
See, I don't remember what's going on in the next 10 episodes that you said you've gotten to. Obviously, we get to the Usopp arc. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know about him.
食いもんだ。やった。食いもん。
ここなら
But it
At
occurs
least
to
I
me that
think it's 10 episodes. I could be. I don't think I got any further than that.
お、あったり。うまそう。
because I know pretty sure that my guy here pointing in the overlay is the next one to show up.
すごいですね。さっきはどうやったんです？
うまいぞこれ。
え、
この船海賊船か？
いえ、この船は違います。たった今アルビダ様が襲ってる最中の客船です。
The most beautiful pirate in the sea.
この船に小舟とかはないのかな？
Certainly has a pretty ship.
俺の船大渦に飲まれちゃって
Tacky,
さ。
really.
え、
But she thinks it's pretty.
普通死にますよ。
いやー、あれにはびっくりしたな実際。お前もその海賊の仲間か？
あれが
Kobe has a
運
dream.
命の日でした。あの日釣りに行こうと思って町外れに行って小舟に乗ったんですけど。
Also, kind of reminds me that Kobe's backstory aligns with somebody else's too.
あれから2年。
Somebody else in One Piece, or somebody you've played in a role-playing game.
お前
I don't tend to bring up the role-playing game stuff in the anime.
世の
Two different audiences. I don't think anyone understands the Harmon reference you made earlier.
足がすくんで怖くてとても。
なんだその上根性
Well, then
な
I'll
い
try to
か。
keep that.
それお前
Assuming you made that Harmon reference in a part of the video that got kept, in which case no one now understands my Harmon reference that I made is now.
全部運んじまうんだ。
Does she have an infinity knuckle duster on her hip? Is that what I'm seeing?
I don't know what that would be. I mean, I know what a knuckle duster is. I don't know what an infinity knuckle duster is.
Well, she's got this gold thing on her waist with like jewels on it. You'll see it if they zoom back in. See that right there? Next to her gun.
誰がバケモンス
It was too far away when you're pointing at it.
Ow.
違いは樽から出てきた変なやつもしかしたら賞金稼ぎかも
何？
Right, and they think it's a different guy.
Who could it be?
I hope you're into these sort of mid-episode transitions, because you're gonna get a lot of them.
そうですね。
I don't mind.
その通りです。僕にも樽で海を
It's
掃
funny
漁
because
す
I
る
watch a
くらい
lot
の
of
度胸
old
があれば
school anime here on the channel,
やりたいこともある
and they're all full of that,
う
but none of the new
皆
stuff.
さんはそこまでして海に出て何をするんですか？
ん？俺は海賊王になる。
Yeah, often those little
海
like
賊王に
commercial breaks are good for knowing when to pause the video and go use the restroom.
あ
仲間は
あ、ない。これから探すところだ。
Well, at least lets you know when you're halfway
海
through.
賊王っていうのはこの世のすべてを手に入れたものの称号ですよ。
That's when they do the commercial breaks halfway through. I never timed it.
ワンピースを目指すってことですよ。ああって世界中の海賊がその宝を狙ってるんです。
俺も狙う。
無理です。無理
I don't know about you when you watched it 10 episodes, but when I watched like up to like 900, I watched it in English.
I think my friend and I watched them in dubbed. Yeah.
でもいや慣れてるから
So I guess this is also an opportunity to see if it recontextualizes anything.
なりたいからなるんだ。海賊王になるって俺が決めたんだから。そのために戦
Wait,
う
no,
気
it
しない。
wasn't. It was
別
the
に。
Japanese subbed version because
さ
he
て
was
と
telling me
腹
what
も
the
膨れ
which
たし
Japanese
船でも
words
もらっ
meant
てんだな。
pirate or
頼め
like
ばくれるかな。
super friend.
前のいいやつだといいんだけど。
考えたこともなか
Well,
った。
dub means it's in English or whatever native language you want to watch it in. Subtitles is this.
Yeah,
何が？
yeah, I think we saw it with subs and no dub because he was explaining what some of the words that they were using, how they corresponded to the
小
subtitles.
さい頃からの夢なんです。やれるでしょうか。
そんなの知らねえよ。
いえ、やります。このまま雑用で一生を得るくらいならここを抜け出してアルビナ様、いやアルビナだって捕まえてやるんです。
Colby, what did you
そんな
say?
やつを仲間にして誰を捕まえるんだって？ああ、クオビー。
The thing about Alvida's design is how does she fit through the doors of her own ship?
That is something to think about, yes.
The only thing I'm seeing near her gun has to be the thing on her belt, which is just like decoration, I feel like.
ゾロ？
クオビー。
It just had the multicolored gems on it, so it made me think of the Infinity Gauntlet.
それはもちろん。
Yeah, I mean that's what I
誰だ？このごっついおばさん。
I mean, no, I mean, that could be. You could be right. That could be Knuckle Duster. Just tucked in. That would make more sense.
Ooh. Rinse punch. Showing off his guns, if he has any.
Well, I guess that's one of his benefits. He doesn't actually need muscle mass to be strong.
Right. Because he's packing 22s, but he fires like a howitzer.
Actually, technically, that's my guy's thing. I'm pointing the wrong direction. Here we go. When I do like this or something, I'm pointing into the overlay.
All of them are puckered up.
ルフィさん。
Oh, can I say that here?
俺？
Yeah, I mean,
俺はゴム人間だ。
I
You see,
think
it
the
looks like
words
a
that you
double
feel like you would not be able to say here, you would know, but this is... We're not like a children's channel.
お前、
Right.
悪魔
Only
の
about
実を
half
食
of
べたんだ
Carlin's
ね。
list is verboten.
あ、ゴムゴムの実を食った。
そうかい。噂では聞いちゃいたけど、本当にそんなもんが実在してたんだね。
I mean, preferably
随分と
keep
腕
it in
も立つ
English.
ようだが、賞
Ich
金
kann
稼
die
ぎ
Sprache in Sie Deutsch.
俺は海賊だ。
海賊？はっ、お前一人でかい。
My bad.
今は一人だけどな。まあそのうち見つけるさ。そうだな、10人は仲間が欲しいな。
Holy shit. She's been busy.
そうかい。お前も海賊かい。なら、私とは敵同士ってことだ
I mean, she could be using a knuckle duster to keep both halves of this
逃げましょう。
the thing in place.
あの金棒の威力見たでしょ。この方はこの海で一番強。
Just racking my brain as hard as I possibly can. I cannot remember if she does or does not like put something in her
別
fist.
にいい。
Well, she's also wearing a shit ton of rings, so that could be an Infinity Gauntlet kind of situation.
なんだい。
一番いかついクソババアです。
Oh, holy shit. Now she looks like the queen from Final Fantasy IX.
I did not play that one. I went 7, 8, 10.
入って海賊どもをやっつけるんだ。
自分が何を言ってるか分かってんのかい。
分かってるさ。
I kind of stopped playing Final Fantasy when the card games became mandatory.
海軍に入ってお前をとっ捕まえてやるんだ。
こんがきゃ
悔いはない悔いはない。僕は言った戦った夢のために。
よく言った。うわ
What were we saying about bones?
I don't think that has anything to do with not having bones.
ー
And I think the
かないね
thing that makes little sense about this scene to me is he caught it on the hat. There's one thing I don't think Luffy would ever do is catch a weapon hit on the hat.
Does he might cut his hat?
Well, the hat's his
It's
treasure,
his
right?
hat,
I mean,
right.
they haven't said it yet, but I think everybody in One Piece fandom knows the hat is his treasure.
Yeah, they do that scene where they talk about the treasures pretty early anyway, so I'll be seeing it soon with you. I don't do it in the first episode, probably, but...
No,
yeah.
but I mean, that's why I feel like it's such a base knowledge thing of One Piece that I'm not afraid to just say it here.
おいコビーに一隻小舟をやれ。こいつは海軍に入るんだ。黙って行かせろ。
ルフィさん。あれは海軍です。
おお、ちょうどよかったじゃんか。お前行けば。
Yeah, they just saw you. Look at him.
そんな。
Well, I mean, more so, they would automatically think you were part of the pirates. Although I guess you could have Luffy tie you up and make it look like they got you captured. See, the way his eyes look at her gives me entirely a different context for what I know that the relationship actually is.
面白かった。
ルフィさん。
あ、
ワンピースを目指すってことはグランドラインへ行くってことですよね。
Oh, yeah, the Grand
そ
Line.
こは海賊の墓場とも呼ばれ
Hey,
てるん
you've
ですよ。
never seen the Grand Line
だ
before.
から強い仲間が必要なん
I've
だ。
only heard of it.
海賊狩りのなんとかってどんなやつなんだ。
ゾロのことですか？今は海軍基地に捕まってるって聞きましたけど。
なんで
I will say, if this does actually become an ongoing thing, I will eventually change who my favorite character is, and this person will.
なんでそんなこと聞くんです？
うん、いいやつだったら仲間にしてみようと思ってさ。
For me, he is the best for a long time, but not forever.
かもしんないじゃん。悪いやつだから捕まってるんです。無理です。無理無理無理無理。
I'm sure in a series as long as One Piece, favorite characters can change.
なんとなくだ。
Your man Zoro.
I mean, he certainly remains my favorite of the main crew. But when it comes to characters in the show, there's just power sets that I like the most. That I'm not gonna spoil it for you, and because we, the two of us, even if we did this for a long period of time, could die of old age before we ever get to the character.
Yeah.
But my favorite character in the show is actually a little girl. For power set, attitude, etc. So, as badass as Zoro is, and again, he's my favorite of the main crew, with possibly maybe one exception, who I'm not even gonna mention. I mean, then there's other characters too that come along the way. It's all about in the moment. But I think overall, if I could have any power in One Piece, it would be hers. And literally, I don't even think I'm spoiling. I don't think if anybody ever sees this recording of us, I do not think they'll even figure out who I'm talking about.
おい、縄解いてやるから仲間になってくれ。
海賊の仲間なんてお断りだ。
別にいいじゃん。お前悪い賞金稼ぎって言われてんだろ。
ふざけんな。 俺は後悔するようなことは何一つやっちゃいねえ。これからもそうだ。だから海賊にはならねえ。
俺はお前を仲間にするって決めたんだ。
勝手なこと言ってんじゃねえ。
次回ワンピース
Oh, good. They use real guns in this,
海賊狩り泥の
which
Yeah.
is bulletproof.
海賊王
Like I said, not the 4Kids version. I mean, I wouldn't even know what you would do with Axe Hand Morgan in this if this was like no guns, right? Can't have axes. Well, what's the hand get replaced by? A balloon?
Twinkies.
Was Zoro not a swordsman? I mean, I understand. I've seen the 4Kids version. I know that they don't replace swords and stuff like that. But I also don't remember them replacing guns. I guess the joke there is just like the ET edit, right?
Right.
Where all the guns get replaced with walkie-talkies. Alright, well, that has been the first episode of One Piece, and I know we kind of just talked over most of it with a random assortment of other things. But I think, like as I said, most people know the first episode, and if you came to us for your first, for somehow the least known channel on the internet to watch the very first episode of something that's been reacted to by everybody else, thank you, for one. But also, I guess, hopefully you enjoyed yourself if you along with us. Do you have any comments about the episode?
I enjoyed it. It was kind of difficult to pay attention while talking through it and watching it at the same time, but I think I managed, and I liked what I saw enough to want to do this again.
Yeah, well, I think we had a good back and forth there. The audience may disagree because they hate a lot of the stuff we do sometimes, but you know, you never can tell where the audience lies. We could find a new niche with this. It could be the last time we do this. Who the hell knows? I enjoyed it. This was fun for me. Especially because I've been recording alone for the last week, so it's been fun to at least have anybody along the ride. And at least it's somebody that I've spent a number of years with in the past. So thank you for coming along for the ride, Ark.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for thinking of this whole deal here. I'm enjoying myself.
All right, I think we're going to call it a wraps on this episode. So thank you for joining me and join us on Stoneface Reactions. I've been Theta. This has been Arkloid, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?